Hello students, let's start. Class 4, subject EVS, chapter 10. Chapter name Teeth, Beaks and Claws. Topic Beaks and Claws. Today we will talk about the beaks. Birds do not have teeth. Normally the other animals and the other livings have the teeth to do the work. By this they can take their food, they can eat it easily. But the birds, they don't have the teeth. So at the place of teeth, they have beaks. Birds use their beaks to search for their food in soil, water, mud or in the bark of trees. With the help of their beaks, they can search for their food in soil, water, but these are the places where they can easily search for their food with the help of these beaks, and also in the bark of trees. They put their beak inside the water, mud or at the bark of the trees, and from there they can get their food. They use their beaks to hold their food, peck and fight. With the help of beaks, they do the other works. They hold their food tightly so it cannot be slipped. They can peck. They can easily take the food from the ground or the other things. They can catch the small things also. And they also do the fight with the help of these beaks. Their beaks are used to carry sticks, twigs and grass to make nest. With the help of these beaks, they can easily carry these type of things that helps to make their nest. They make their nest with the help of sticks, twigs and grass, and they can easily hold it tightly and take it from the long way to their nest. Make it clear. Birds also use their beaks to feed their young ones. With the help of beaks, these birds also put the food inside the mouth of their young ones. Since their young ones are not much able to take the food from themselves, so these birds help those young ones to take the food easily. They use their beaks to apply oil from their oil glands onto their feathers and clean them. They use their beaks to take the oil from the oil glands that are present inside their body, and from where the oil generated, and with the help of these beaks they apply that oil on their feathers, and also they use their beaks to keep their feathers clean. This is known as preening. Preening is the process, is the method, is the way by which these beaks take the oil from the oil glands and apply it on their feathers. They coat it at their feathers so their feathers can be clean, and this process is preening. Oiling of their feather, that process is preening. The coating of oil on feathers also makes them waterproof. When the oil is applied on the feathers, that feathers becomes waterproof, because all of you know that oil repels the water. Water cannot be applied on the oil. They remove it, they repel it. So when the feathers are coated with the oil, it becomes waterproof. They cannot be wet after the coating of the oil. They become waterproof. Kingfishers have long scissors like beaks. Here we talk about the work that can be done by the beaks, that these birds are doing with the help of their beaks. Now we will talk about the types of beaks that some birds have. Kingfishers have long scissors like beaks. Kingfisher, I am sure all of you know this word. So these birds' beaks have scissors like structure. Their beaks are like the scissors. Flesh-eating birds have strong, sharp hooked beaks to tear meat. Flesh-eating animals, especially here the birds that eat the flesh, that birds have the sharp and hooked beaks. Their front side of the beak is hooked size. If you will remind that the fishermen use a stick with a thread or wire, and the last corner of the wire they put a food with the help of the hook. So the hook that they use that side, that shape is same as the beak of the fish eating birds. With the help of these hook beaks, they can easily tear the meat. These eating birds like vultures, hawks, eagles, these have the hooked beaks. The sharp and strong beak of a woodpecker helps it to make holes in trees for nesting. Woodpecker, I am sure all of you also know this bird. This bird's beak has sharp and strong. Their beaks are sharp and strong. And with the help of these beaks, they can easily make holes in the trees for nesting. They make their nest inside the trunk of the trees, and they make it with the help of their strong beaks. They can easily take the food or take the insects from the bark of the trees also. Birds like sparrows, parrots, pigeons, peacocks, and hens have a short beaks to break and crush seeds and grains. These are the birds: sparrows, parrots, pigeons, peacock, and hens. Their beaks are short beaks. Their size of beaks are short. With the help of these short beaks, they can easily divide and crush the seeds and grains. They can easily make the small parts of the seeds and grains with the help of their short beaks. Hummingbirds have straw-like beaks that help them suck nectar from flowers. Hummingbirds, their beaks have the straw-like. Straw. You know, straw is a small narrow pipe. With the help of it, we can drink the beverage, especially the cold milk, cold liquids, cold beverages, with the help of this straw. So their beak size is same as that small narrow pipe, straw. With the help of it, it can easily suck the nectar from the flowers. Some birds like ducks and geese have flat and broad beaks with tiny holes on their sides. Ducks, geese, these birds are especially those who take the food from the water. So their beaks are flat and broad. At the both sides of their beaks, there are small tiny holes on the both sides. When they put their beak inside the water or the other places, they catch their food, and with the help of the holes, the water comes out from their beaks. So these tiny holes helps them to keep the water out from their beaks. Pelicans have large beaks with flaps that allow them to take in fish in their mouth and swallow it after the water is drained out of the beak. Pelicans. All of you, when you will see this bird's beak with flaps. These birds have the flap-like, bag-like structure that is in the belly side of their beak. So these flaps fill up with a fish and water, and with the help of these flaps, they keep the fish inside their mouth and drain the water out of the beak. So when the water drained out of the beak, then they eat the fish and swallow it. So these were the topics about the beaks. Here we talked about the words of the beaks, and here we talk about the birds which have the different type of beaks. Always remember, students, whatever the points we discussed, see it many times and read it many times so you can learn it easily. Thank you.